Is J. Cole okay? Is J. Cole okay? Because I want to know why he's so rich, but still rapping like he's so hungry. I mean, that's the same thing one of the interns, my boy Coda, asked in Accord. Like, is he okay? Because why does he keep doing this? Hey, I just finished my full deep dive of J. Cole's new tape, right? Before the fall off drops, 2626, Birthday Blizzard 26. I see what he did there. And let's get into this review. I ain't gonna keep y'all here long, but I'm gonna try to be as detailed as possible. Now, my mama did raise me right. So first and foremost, let's say happy birthday to Jermaine Cole, turning 41 today. Dang! Let me not laugh. I said we all getting old. Know what I'm saying? But let's get into the tracks. Okay, so 4 tracks. 4 classic beats. And when I say classic, I do mean classic. That's how I know Son was on one, because he was taking on some beats that, yeah, they might be the ones that everybody want freestyle to, but they better be the ones you better do your job, or else we gonna call you out. And the first record I want to talk about is the first track, Bronx Zoo Freestyle. Now, a lot of noise around this record. This beat is the Victory beat, originally from the Bad Boy Crew with Diddy, and rest in peace to Notorious B.I.G. And also from one Lloyd Banks. I know some of you youths out there, you don't remember that Lloyd Banks hijacked this beat and owned this beat for a very long time, and I still think does. But J. Cole decided to take on this challenge. And I want to get to it because at first, J. Cole starts off calm, like Lloyd Banks in a way, right? But the lines are there. And I think that's probably the best way to attack this. I think that's one of Lloyd Banks' best skills. I think when Biggie and Puff did it, they also did that approach. Very calm with the flow, but nice lines. Banks obviously did it best. And Cole started that at the beginning, but he began to switch up and came more aggressive with his flows. I think since Cole has gotten much better as a technical, with his technical ability, he likes to challenge himself. And I heard some of y'all say, it got a little lost there. Some of it, the beats the flow was a little double timed. Maybe it was a little bit, out of sequence. I do give you guys that. I think I could hear that in some of the lines, but I think he recovered pretty well for trying to do what he wanted to do. A lot of y'all was already tweeting your takes and posting your takes yesterday. I didn't even get the tape. I had to wait overnight in the middle of the night to be able to get in there when the servers was down, right? But anyway, Cole comes in, and now let's talk about the lines, because he does come in with some lines. He does come in with message. On Bronx Zoo Freestyle, J. Cole, I see you taking shots at the yappers, the people that's yapping and parlaying. I got 24 hours to respond because I'm one of them. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. But anyway, let's go into the more important stuff where he starts telling us how the top ain't what he thought he was, right? But he jumped off and landed back at the bottom, obviously the fall off, and decided to take this new challenge on of trying to climb back to the top after y'all pushed him down, right? And he says it explicitly. Apology dropped me out of the top 3. But I'm the best when they doubt me. And that's how we launching off the tape, right? So Bronx Zoo, for me, the more I listen to it over and over again, yes, Lloyd Banks' version is my favorite version. Yes, I like Diddy and Biggie's version, the whole Bad Boy camp, but this was hard. This was hard. I don't want to speak too much about punchlines and all that. I want to get through this and not keep y'all here long, but this was tough. I had this on repeat a lot. I would say this is the most aggressive he came on this short little tape. Let's move on to the next record. Now, Golden Goose comes off with Can I Live? Cole is calm here, actually. He settles down and raps the way one of his, people that he looked up to. Right? Jay-Z rap a lot more calmer. It's interesting, though. The beat, I believe, is Can I Live? Right? Such a great beat choice. Such a classic. You put DJ Clue on here, you got to get some classic New York stuff. Right? Give me some classic New York beats. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. And I'm most likely going to make a deeper video on this, But, a lot of y'all saying some of it were Drake shots. Let me just, keep it cute in this video. I'll elaborate a lot more in a follow-up. Which is, if Cole was taking shots at Drake here or Kendrick or anybody else in the big 3, it'll let me know that he hasn't learned his lesson. And when I say learn his lesson, I don't mean that he's not good at rapping or can't rap with the both of them. But you don't get to, apologize and tell us, hey, I don't want to get involved in all this nonsense, and then come back and swing back and double back again. So I think some of y'all just looking for confirmation bias because that's what you believe of J. Cole. You think he don't know how to stand on shit, so you're thinking he's going to double back and spin a block. That doesn't make sense. I don't see why he would be dissing Drake. But I think also some of y'all have confirmation bias because I see, it's funny, I'm looking at the internet. A lot of y'all that don't like Drake, you're saying this Drake because you think a lot of this stuff the shoe fits, right? Selling your soul illusion, streams say you winning, but why your tours are losing, the tough guy image lines. But to me, that doesn't make sense. This is, in my opinion, Cole speaking generally about the rap game. Newsflash, everybody's under Lucian. Except for the people, Jay-Z makes a Rock Nation. You can go over there. Some people under Sony. Everybody's under Lucian. I think that's a general line. Jay-Z's had lines about Lucy, about Lucian. Kendrick's had lines about Lucy. And then the streams say, you winning while your tours is losing. That doesn't make sense. J. Cole's went on tour with Drake before, right? He's got, one of his biggest tours by going on there with Drake. And the tough guy image, again, how many rappers are portraying tough guys? Right. So a lot of y'all have Drake as the face of this stuff. So you make it about Drake. You these negative things. Right. And then even some of y'all hate Kendrick and y'all, using a bots line. He had a bots line. Y'all said, oh, well, he's talking about Kendrick. Some of y'all think the beef, the way it was manufactured, Kendrick sold the solution. Y'all making about Lucian too and Kendrick. So I think it's just confirmation bias for a lot of y'all. Cole is speaking generally. Now, even if I said I wrote it, again, I guess I went deep enough here. Pause. Then just use writers. Again, you're making Drake the face of this stuff. And you guys got to understand Port Antonio exists. So whether you think he's been thrown out of the bus by certain people, he's made his point known on Port Antonio, what the deal is and how he feels about these people. He just rapping. This tape is about just rapping and prepping for the fall off, right? But overall, I enjoy it. Golden Goose. Let's go on to Winter Storm Freestyle. Man, it's a hell of a beat when you go with Who Shot Ya? Who Shot Ya? Separate the weak from the... You can't go wrong. I've rapped over this beat multiple times. And let me say, I just want to point out, he used a bit of the 7-minute drill cadence on this. If y'all can spot what I'm talking about, go ahead and point it out. See if you can pass this quiz. And here, now we're back to just flexing, right? Listen, I'm Xeno with Goku's ability. You're not the typical anime nerd. You wouldn't even get that. You don't even watch Super. You don't even know about that Ultra Instinct. J. Cole know about Ultra Instinct. That's my guy, man. I'm dreaming. Anyway, this feels like warm-up Cole. I think it's a little simpler, a little more simplistic. And when I say simplistic, I mean for J. Cole. I don't mean for like us. He's rapping at a much more advanced level than your regular rapper, your regular person. But for J. Cole, it seems like he dumbed it down a little bit, got into his warm-up bag, was rapping about Salome, right? Those are warm-up bars. Winter Storm was dope, and I want to go on to the next record. The final record. I feel like this one is going to be slept on, is slept on. 99 Build Freestyle. Using the Money, Power, Respect beat. And a lot of you owe Jadakiss an apology. A lot of you. Jada went on his pod and said, hey, Jermaine got a tape coming. I had to clear something. Some of y'all, that's not possible. That's not possible. I thought it was kind of interesting, too. If Fall Off going to be a double tape, how you going to have a tape coming? But Jada said, yes, he does have a tape coming. I know because we had to clear some stuff. To me, this is the most advanced Cole sounding on this. I feel like this is the most slept on of this project. A lot of y'all not because there ain't a lot of noise on this. But it makes sense that it's the most technically advanced freestyle because he tells you he got a 99 build, obviously referencing when you create a player, 99, and all the attributes. And he goes back to how I started this video. He tells you, why do I grind like I'm still trying to retire? Like I'm trying to take my mom out the post office. St. John's out the league. I'm St. John's to the league. I'm Mo Harkless. Some guys just know ball. Why are you pulling Mo Harkless out your bag? And also, I noticed the most technical advanced concept on this short little project because he lets you know if hip hop is back, then JID should chart platinum. I know Cole respects the technical advanced ability of someone like a JID. It's not all you need to be a great MC and a great artist, but he knows. And I think Cole, like me, tend to look at people like JID and go, how the hell are you so good at mixing words together like that on some Eminem-ish? And he also tells you almost lost passion, but we glad he didn't. and then just threw some bones at some people. Michael Jordan finally broadcasting. I got excited too. Is Cole watching my TikTok? And lastly, old rappers getting bags podcasting. So maybe Cole wasn't taking shots at the yappers in the beginning anyway. He was just rapping and rapping really well.